Fucking. Okay, didn't work. Fucking don't lose all the. Fuck! Footage. You fucking kidding me? Ce? Teo, lasă-o să se facă cum că trebuie, că și papa scrie 20 de minute maxim sau 15 minim. Not that. Much better. Exactly. Fucking. Fucking. Futuți. No. Don't lose all. Please. Nu pierd numele că sunt adios. Hai sunt adios făinele. Nu pot să le pierd. Futuți! Don't lose. Fucking. You kill me, bro. You kill me. Nope. Dacă ating țepii sunt morăt. Fuck. Futuți. Nice. You fucking kidding me? Un singur inel, nu! Dacă mai iau damage o singură dată, sunt mort. Un singur, mai trebuie să-mi iau o singură dată damage și sunt papa. Ok. Revin.
Dar tocmai am realizat că lucrul acesta duce lor într-o direcție mult mai controversată și fără sens pe total. Cu toate că am mai explicat asta, voi relua chiar și mai argumentativ decât ultima dată.
The original games, so let's take a look at what we need to know before we get started.
Continuă nebunia, futuți!
Sister Location features entirely different gameplay throughout its 5 nights. Every night the player is tasked with completing different minigame sections, ranging from crawling through dark rooms and fixing systems to performing maintenance on the animatronics themselves. Sister Location's gameplay is also unique as the entire game is story-driven, meaning the player must complete set events to beat each night. Each one of these sections are introduced to the player through voice lines from different characters, another new feature that this game has. However, before we get started on gameplay, let's first take a look at the build itself, and here are all the outlines to show off where everything is going to be set. It's going to be really interesting seeing how the movements are going to work, considering the vents in the main rooms are not that big in scale, but they still take some time to cross during their sequences, such as the Ballora Gallery and Funtime Auditorium areas. Now, there are some ideas that I have in mind for sections like the Funtime Freddy Parts and Service sequence, as well as the Nightfall minigame, where we'll be taken out of the main building to an upscaled version of the environment, so that way we're able to perform the tasks properly. The last thing I want to bring up is something that you might have noticed, which is this giant pattern on the ground here, and that is because we will be once again bringing back map pattern wall art for this build, just to add some extra decorations and details. Now, there wasn't actually a lot of places where I could have used this map art, so I decided to keep it to the private room only, where we have...
Who has the most Robux? I have 400 Robux.
I've now gone over everything needed, so now let's go ahead and get started working on the build.
I have 8 million Robux.
Fucking helmet, please. You fucking kidding me, bro? Bro, are you kidding me?
And now, after an hour of building, to the overall build. During the time lapse, you might have seen that I put some custom player heads for the ended mask and the cameras all around the build. However, there are still some heads missing, such as the 3 on this left desk and another one on the right. And for that, we will be once again using custom player heads, but in a way that I haven't used them before.
Mati de joc! Se continuă aventura de căcat.
Letting us be a lot more creative with our decorations. Next, what we're going to do is teleport this armor stand onto this desk here, but first I'm going to put a flower pot on it so that way it makes it seem like this is an actual base holding up the player head. So now we'll go ahead and teleport the armor stand in front of us, by using the following command/TP at E name equals prop1, as that is the name of the armor stand that we named, and we want to teleport it in front of us, but we also want to lower it down a bit so that way it's not actually floating directly on top of the flower pot.
Nu!
So with the following
Nu muri!
you can now see that this head isn't exactly centered, so we'll have to do a bit more messing around with that, but we can see that the head is now sitting on top of the flower pot, which is something we wouldn't be able to do
Fucking
with the player head.
kidding me!
Now in the position that I wanted it to be, where it looks like this player head
You
is sitting on top of the
motherfucker!
And I also went ahead and rotated the armor stand so that way it's facing the player when they're
Coaie, ce se întâmplă? Le-am pierd!
added in these three heads as well, where we have two armor stands sitting next to each other with a third one on top, so that way it makes it look like the two mannequin heads are supporting the third one in the center. And this same technique is actually used over at the private room, so if we go ahead and fly
You
over there,
fucking
we can find
kid.
ourselves even more custom player heads, where we have two TV monitors supporting a third one that's stacked on top, as well as a Fredbear plushie and a desk fan sitting next to it. The last armor stand decorations used are over at the Circus Baby control module, where you can see 4 different colored glass blocks up on the wall.
No.
Made by once again using armor stand, except this time instead of using a custom player head,
Coaie, nu mai am
we
niciun...
replaced the head slot with a glass
niciun
block, so that
inel.
way it looks like the 4 colored lights that are in the room. Then finally, the last 2 armor stands are actually visible this time to the player.
Nu mai am niciun ăștia, nu mor! Putul morții, mătile, joc, de ce ai introdus ăștia de asoi, de ce ați introdus mecanica cu căcatele astea de inele, nu ai vrea să... Inele, orice altceva, dar nu inele, futule în cur! Scoateți mecanica cu inele din joc și lăsați cu vieți! Hai, înțeleg că Sonic e cu inele, dar totuși ce căcatul dracu! Nu te mai duci în alte direcții, tu, fia dracu de adici beșit! Nu! E bucuit! Nu! Mi-am pierdut toate inele! Coaie, cum să nu mă enervez când pierd? Ce căcat! Uite ce-mi face un căcat de joc putut în cur! Cred că trebuie să instalez jocul ăsta și mă las complet de YouTube și închid viața. Nu mai suport! Fii dracu de joc cu pașul de astea, păi, cred că dacă te deinstalezi nu ai chef de joc de lume. Ia, dracu de joc. Nu. Hai, mi-am pierdut inelele. Mi-am pierdut toate inelele. Putu-ți morții, mătii. Care e o cutie de-aia.
Concrete blocks letting us see through the elevator, and then the prompt for night 1 is going to appear starting the night. After another delay, it's then going to lead into these 3 command blocks here, which are going to stop the ceiling fan animation from playing, and then remove all the light in the elevator by pasting these air blocks on top of this platform into the elevator, so that way we can start the flickering effect that happens when the ride is completely finished by setting a light level block in the elevator and then removing it constantly, so that way we can get a bright.
Nu! Yes, continuă! Continuă pula mea de joc. Hacă! No!
Where they can then crawl into the primary control module, starting the next gameplay sequence. Now, for the sake of the gameplay showcase is not lasting 10 minutes for each night, is that for future nights, only small changes have to...
Știi ce? Opresc filmarea... Okay. Știi ce? Pun aici pauză la filmare și revin când termin nivelul. Că nu se mai... N-am reușit să fac nivelul ăsta. Ne vedem data viitoare. Pa! Nu mai pot. Fucking.